making one last cup of coffee and putting it in the pot. This is really nice sight now that it's daylight. Richard and Preston are down below us. They're almost packed up. The lake is up there in the distance. We're up on a hill. Like I said, we literally climbed a mountain to get up here. So there's Ben. Where's Ben's pack? There we go. Ben's pack's ready to go. Mine's ready to go. So we're going to do like, there's 16 miles to the shelter and there's a campsite before it if we don't feel like we're going to make it to 16. But I think we'll probably do 16 because we did 15 and a half to 16 last night. So Nancy Shelter is the next stop. I'll see you on the trail. All right, here we are at the famous Sawdust Mound. So apparently, from what I gathered from reading the Ouachita Trail Facebook page, there was a sawmill out here at one time, and I can't tell you when. And this Sawdust Mound got left behind. It's pretty big. I'm gonna say, oh, I don't know. I'm 6'6", I'm 6'5", so it's double my height. It's probably 12 feet. I don't know how stable it is to walk on. I'm going to try to walk up it. Yeah, it's not bad. It's kind of like being on sand. Could use snowshoes though. Looks like there's a critter living in it, maybe. No, I don't know. That's just a divot. There's been an animal walking up here. Did you get my picture, Ben? Take another one, I'll wave. Yeah, I don't know what critter that is. I'm not... Probably figured out. Probably a deer. Or a dog. No, it's a deer. I don't know how well you can tell, but that's a deer hoof. For sure. Pretty cool. We got a view of the lake. Here we are on the lake. We're walking along it, which is beautiful. We just noticed there's a campfire ring here, which it is a beautiful spot, but technically you're not supposed to camp here. Until you get to the National Forest, you can't camp anywhere except the designated spot where we were last night at Penny's campsite. But whatever. If I had a stealth camp like that in a pinch, I would do it, but I would not make a fire ring at all. No way. But people do what they do. So we're along the lake now, and we anticipate being off the end of the lake by mid-afternoon, hopefully. And our campsite's a bit past that. There is a loon right up there, and he just called out. I hope he does it again. You're going to hear the annoying loud sound of a sawmill in the distance too, by the way. That's a loon. I just heard him. I hope he makes some more noise. That's not him, that's in the distance. Try to hold this steady, sorry. It's hard zoomed in. Oh, he just went underwater. Yeah, he won't make any noise now that I want him to. It's always how it goes. I love the sound of loons. Ever since I watched on Golden Pond, Katharine Hepburn was out there calling balloons on a lake shore. Walking a really cool ridge. ridge. There's a pond on each side and a narrow ridge that goes right through. It's too narrow to be a railroad track, so I don't know what it was formed from or why it was here. It looks man-made, but maybe it's not. I have no idea. Could have been somebody was excavating here years ago, and then the bank is just all the dirt they dug out. I don't know what the heck they would be digging holes for. They're not making ponds out in the woods for no reason. But anyway, looks cool. So we're still up in the woods, but off the lake, but we're still along the lake. But we're getting close to the end of the lake. And after the lake, we enter into the National Forest Service land, where we'll be camping. But yeah, these are cool ridges. I gotta say, this trail is very nice. Very well maintained, very well marked. That camping site was very well marked. The Guthook Zap, by the way, somebody made a comment in 2019 that it was poorly marked and hard to find. It was not. It's definitely been repainted. There were white blazes all the way up. You literally walk up a road. It's not hard to find at all. The only downer is you do climb a small mountain to get to it. 0.9 miles. It's up on the top of the mountain. But it's a beautiful campsite. And shout out to the Penny family for making it available. Thanks for that. Very nice. All right, see you down trail. Got some beaver activity in the area. Pretty fresh too. And then over here is his pond that he has dammed up. The creek, we just crossed the creek. And that's a cool hut, man. It's got some fresh wood on it. Right out in the middle. Let me zoom in on that. And then the whole back side of that is all dam. It's been here a while. This is pretty well established. Very cool. I love beavers. They're the coolest animal. Yeah, that's mainly what they eat is the bark, right? Oh yeah, cool. These sticks are all stripped of bark that he's eaten. He whittled them for us if you want a nice clean stick.
And all those in water too.
Oh yeah. That's the remnants of his dinner. Very cool. I don't know, every creek we cross and pond we see has this kind of milky color. I'm thinking it's some mineral or something in the water. There's Lake Maumelle. We are crossing the bridge over it, and we'll be shortly saying goodbye to the lake and heading into the forest toward the National Forest land with plans to stay at the shelter. So you can see we got rain gear on. It's starting to rain. We stopped and put everything on, hoping it doesn't rain too hard, but we'll see. I don't think it's supposed to, but we're ready. Hiking onward. We're walking down here and there's a big logging truck coming. Good thing nothing fell off. The whole bridge is shaking. That was cool. Crossing over Lake Maumelle, or however you say it. Richard thinks it's an Indian name. Probably is. He used to sell Indian stuff, so he knows. He had a shop. Heading forward. Yeah, it is. It's a nice big stream. So it wouldn't be a good hike if we didn't hike in the rain. It's been raining steadily since we left that rest spot. We hiked across that bridge. Not heavy, just an annoying drizzle. But otherwise, we're doing fine. We're about between 5 and 6 miles from our tent site that we're aiming for. And it's about 3-ish. I don't know. 3:36. So we're figuring on being there for late dinner time. If it's still raining, we're going to throw up the tent, skin in them, and cook in the vestibule. Not mess with the fire, but we'll see. Maybe it'll stop by the time we get there. See you in a bit. This is all holly we're walking through, we believe. A lot of it along this river. All over the place. Still drizzling. We're about, we think about 4 miles or so from our site. See you there. Little video before it gets dark. We're planning on hiking with headlamps eventually. It's about 4:30, I think. And we got about 4 miles to that shelter. So, I might have said 3 on the last one. My son's GPS showed 3, but by mile marker it's 4. I think the mile markers are probably right. But anyway, it's dusk, the sun's going down. It finally stopped raining. We just had a nice break. And we're going to push to the shelter. I don't know if, well, I won't film in the dark anyway, so. This will probably be good night, unless I do a recap in the tent, but I don't think I will. I'm going to be tired. So, end of day 2, mostly 4 miles to go, and I'm going down a hill. Sorry, I got to look close so I don't slip. The leaves are wet now because of the rain. So, at the end of the day, we'll have hiked 15.5 because it's there's a mile up that hill to that penny shelter. So we came down a mile to the trail, and then from the trail turn off to the shelter is 14.5. So we'll have a total of 15.5, which isn't bad for day 2. I mean, we're doing good mileage. We still don't have our trail legs, so to speak, and we're doing just fine. And Richard lightened up his load, so he's feeling better. By the way, shout out to Richard. I didn't say it before, he's my friend from the Army. He's 73, and he's smoking, but he's been hiking his whole life. Like, way more than me. He lived in Germany for 35 years. He hiked the Alps. He did that Spanish trail, the Carmen, I can't think of the name of it, Carmen, whatever it is. I'll put it up on the screen. He did that. He's done multiple long trails around the world. He was just telling me how many marathons he's done. He's done like 200, it was some ridiculous number, 237, and he's like, when I hit 250, I'll stop. So, anyway, we're out in a cool area here. That's high tension lines. Yes, it does make that line. So if you can hear it, we're under high tension lines. These are always fun. My son just said, is it supposed to make that noise? Yeah. There's like thousands of volts up there. You bring an AM radio out of here and it'll be just static. Sounds cool. Alright, saying goodnight. Thought I was done filming, but these rocks are so cool. It looks darker to the naked eye than through the camera. It looks brighter on the camera, but yeah. These rocks are glowing. It's like lighting up the path. I don't know, whatever kind of lichen or moss is on these. I don't know if it probably is light absorbing, I'm going to guess. I'm going to have to Google that later. But it just looks so cool. They look like they're painted with fluorescent paint. Or that glow paint. Okay. Saying goodnight. We're going to Headlamp soon.